But Yang Jinglong has a different idea of fun. When he's not doing homework or seeing his friends, he's carrying huge sacks of rice on his back, dragging cars around with his bare hands. Now, while his super strength might seem crazy, for him it's actually completely normal and only developed because he allegedly ate too much rice. I'm not even joking, his dad claims that Yang can eat as much rice as any adult, and that's what managed to make him so strong. Like, I know I'd love to have strength like that, but Yang says he's thinking about giving it up completely. Instead, he wants to go on a diet and slim down, even if that means not being able to pull a car holding 5 people anymore. I don't know, it just blows my mind because I can barely pick up a tire to my car, so the fact that he's pulling an entire vehicle is so insane.
7-year-old Yang Jinlong from Fenyang County, Anhui Province, is no ordinary boy. He's proving to have supernormal strength way beyond his years. When he was born, he weighed just over 12 pounds. He now weighs 112 pounds. Yang has shown us some of his amazing feats. He walked around the yard with a 90-pound bag of corn on his back as a warm-up. Then he carried his father Yang Chu-yuan, who weighs near 200 pounds, without any difficulty. Mighty Mouse has a sense of humor when asked by a reporter why he has so much strength.
Because I'm fat.
As a finale, he then managed to pull a car with 5 people inside, weighing about 1.4 tons for a few yards. Despite wanting to slim down a bit, he says he would like to be a weightlifting champion in the future.
Number 4. Andrei Kostosh. Now, the majority of kids have hobbies, but it's normally something like playing an instrument or going to dance classes after school. However, that wasn't exactly an option for Andrei, so instead he picked something that even most grown-ups find hard to do, going to the gym every day. Andrei is only 11 years old, but he's already famous in the Ukraine, mostly for beating all the adults in his country when it comes to setting records. His most famous trick of all is his push-ups, as he set a world record when he managed 4,000 in a row without any breaks. That's not all though, Andrei is also a celebrity, appearing on TV shows and even doing some acting. I mean, we all know that one kid in gym class who tries super hard and does like 100 push-ups, but how is it even possible to do 4,000 push-ups in a row? Like, that's mind-blowing. Either way, let me know down in the comments below the maximum amount of push-ups you can do. I mean, I can do quite a bit, but definitely nowhere near 4,000. Number 3. It's kind of common knowledge that all superheroes have a cool origin story, whether that's coming from an alien planet or being bitten by a radioactive insect, and this next kid is no different. Liam Hoekstra wasn't genetically engineered by an evil genius or grown in a test tube, but he does have an extremely rare condition, one that makes him the strongest toddler in the world. His condition is called myostatin-related muscle hypertrophy, but basically nothing is known about it, except that it reduces body fat and increases muscle mass. So it basically makes Liam ridiculously strong for his age, but it also makes him a medical mystery as the condition is only really found in a breed of cows called super cows. Now there's no way to tell what Liam's super strength means for him in the future, but right now he seems happy to leave saving the world to someone else, and instead just being an ordinary kid. I'm generally curious to see if he's gonna grow up and be the most muscular and strongest person in the world, but for now we'll just have to wait and see.
Liam Hoekstra is not like any other toddler in the world. He has a rare muscle enlarging condition that gives him super strength.
Because it's such a rare condition, nobody really knows what this abnormality is.
At the moment, he's a medical mystery. He's got the energy of 10 children. He's running around, he's either on or off, but I've never seen him off.
Liam's daily routine begins at 7 a.m.
He's like a lot of kids, he's very hyperactive, but his muscles, his body, he's constantly go, 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 go.
The 3-year-old's parents fill his day with physically demanding activities. It's a desperate attempt to burn off some of his excess energy.
The tickle monster is coming in.
It's gonna make me old in a hurry.
Number 2. Richard Sandrick. If you had a nickname at school, chances are it wasn't the nicest, and even if it wasn't me, there's no way it wasn't as cool as this kid's. When he was just 8 years old, Richard Sandrick got the nickname Little Hercules because of his bulging muscles, super strength, and the ability to stretch like a contortionist. At only 8, Richard was crowned the strongest boy in the world, and he could lift 3 times his own body weight without any issues. I gotta say, it's pretty impressive, especially since he refused to ever take steroids, making his training results even more unusual. His extreme super strength wasn't just down to him though, as he was pushed very hard by his family, especially his dad. His dad basically acted as his trainer and made sure he was working as hard as he could, but now Richard says he's no longer listening to his parents and he's working for himself instead. But even now that he's working at his own pace, he's still by far the strongest kid on the playground, so you almost have to feel bad for any bullies stupid enough to pick him as a target.
Remember Little Hercules? When Inside Edition first met 8-year-old Richard Sandrek, he was the strongest boy in the world. He could lift 3 times his own weight, stretch like an expert contortionist, and had bulging biceps like a championship bodybuilder. So whatever happened to Little Hercules? Richard is now 15 years old, but he thinks his muscles are more natural looking today than they were back then.
Number 1. Giuliano Stro. Okay, so there are some exercises that are so intense you probably have never even heard of them, but Giuliano Stro been using them to break records ever since he was young. When he was just 11 years old, Giuliano made it into the Book of World Records by walking 10 meters on his hands, all while carrying a medicine ball between his knees. As if that wasn't cool enough already, he broke the record live on Italian TV, and it wasn't even his only successful record break attempt. His super strength even got to the point where other people's records were no longer a challenge, and the only person he was competing against was himself. After setting the record for the most amount of 90-degree push-ups at 12, he then went on to do 20 in a row, smashing through his first record completely. Even to this day, he still trains daily, so there's probably a lot more records to be broken in his future, if there's any actually left to break.
Probably if you can do that. I don't like it.
Hyper, you get that?